What damn mouth do? Channel 5 has a new video that I want to watch with you. Wow. All right, we have Andrew at the NRA conference. What goes on at an NRA conference? I guess that's what we're about to do, right? We're about to find that out. What is an NRA conference? What do they just go look at guns? What do you do there? You guys ready for this? Here we go. You ready?
See, with our ARs, we're citizens. Without them, we'll be slaves. They're not assault weapons. They're sporting weapons. It's necessary to protect my family.
Listen, I look at this and I go, okay, but the scar I own is a little ridiculous. I was looking at my scar the other day and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have this. like I literally, I'm not lying. Like yes. I took one look and I'm like, no. I don't think anyone should have this shit. This is crazy. Bro, you think I get a 5.56 scar? Dude, do you think I keep my balls in my vagina? You think I would get a 5.56 scar, dude? No, okay. I want a gun that just the off chance that I'm getting home invaded by a gaggle of fucking elephants that I will have no issue taking them down, okay? Yes, I have a 308 scar, dude. Just in case. All right? You never know. Maybe one day I'm going to get home invaded by 13 fucking bears. All right?
From tyrannical government.
Why do you think there are so many mass shootings?
Because that's what's on the agenda for the left.
Protesters pushed up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meeting site.
Was that? Okay, hold on.
Up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meetings.
First off, why does an RPG need a Trigicon ACOG sight and a little kick out bipod? I'm sorry. This is so tactical bullshit. People putting chills in chat with the K-Kona is the funniest thing this chat's ever done. You guys are too good. It is funny, though. This is a joke. This has to be a joke, right? This is absurd. Why would you need any... I have chills. Chills. I have chills.
It's tense. The pain of a national tragedy does not bridge divides here.
When was a shooter a member of the NRA? I want you to tell me. You can't, because it never happened and it never will. You're an idiot.
I believe you have the right to own a firearm, but I do not believe you should be 18 years old to be able to have an AR. When you use an AR, you're going to kill people. You don't go hunting.
Subtitles, I got you. Where my deaf homies at? Hey, where my deaf homies at? Put a 1 in chat if you're deaf. Where my deaf homies at? Woo! Deaf homies in the back. I can't hear you. All right, I got you on the subtitles, though. I got you. For real, though. I got you.
For deer with an AR.
When the founding fathers defined freedom, they didn't think that ARs were going to be part of it.
Or black people.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
People of color.
And how about freedom? They want to talk about how we shouldn't ban guns because that's hurting our freedom. How about abortion? We're forcing women to have kids.
I see you have an Antifa flag right here. How would you describe yourself politically?
I'd say I'm a socialist. So I believe in taxing the church, taxing the rich, abolish the police. Police are supposed to protect us in schools, right? But in Uvalde, they didn't.
Yo, I'm cool with but abolish? Entirely? Dude, also, I'll say this. I've been pretty pro-gun for a while. Really. But I would say, and I don't have any problem saying this, I'd say pretty recently, I'd say past 6 months, I've been pretty maybe we should stop with this shit a little bit. I love guns. I like expensive guns. I like cool guns. I like fun guns. I like these crazy, ridiculous, why would a human being need to own that type gun? But past 6 months, I've been ooh, yo, we should stop this shit, dog. Cause here's the problem, right? Here's what I run into. Not to get preachy, but it is my stream, so suck my dick. Here's my problem, right? I love cool, I love having a scar. It's very cool, right? But the problem is, I don't want your crazy ass to have a scar. So, at that point, I'm okay, maybe we shouldn't have scars, right? That's my issue. I'm not, you can, and guess what, chat? You can disagree with me and you can still be a viewer of mine and we can go along with our day. I don't care. That's okay. Just don't hate me for it. It's just my opinion. And I didn't always feel that way. But I'm like, maybe we should I don't know, increase the age. Just start there. And I think an 18-year-old owning a gun freaks me out. I'm sorry. I've met 18-year-olds. Y'all are fucking retarded. Y'all are retarded. I'm sorry. I know, listen, God-given, whatever bullshit you want to say, I'm sorry. At 18, you are brain dead to me. You are as dumb as they come. It's just the truth. Fuck, dude. And not only that, it's like the day of your 18th birthday. No, you are dumb.
Well, my sign asks a pretty obvious question that I think everybody should.
Has to be 18 because of the army. See, this is what, and at that point, I tip my hat and I bow out of the conversation because I am just as retarded.
Be asking, this is the right time to have a celebration of guns right on the heels of more than a dozen kids and teachers getting murdered a few days ago in Uvalde. This is ridiculous that we're the only country that has to deal with this, and that's what today is all about, is voicing our righteous outrage at our elected officials and the people at the NRA who decided to celebrate guns with blood on their hands today.
I just don't know how you hear about this happening and you don't even scratch your head a little bit and you go, something's gotta give, right? I don't know how I heard about this one. I was just like who is and then you see you hear I try to listen to the other side. I do. And I go, okay, what's their solution? And I hear, and as a logical human being, I hear the other side, what they plan on doing to fix it. I'm like, that doesn't sound like it would work. So what else is there to I don't know how this is two-side issue. I really don't understand it. Door control. That was, oh my God.
This time at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is up to 19 children and 2
I don't even want to see this, dude. I don't want to see this, bro.
Gunned down during their last week of school.
The shooter legally purchased 2 AR variant long guns within a week of his 18th birthday.
Dude up there is tossing magazines out to the crowd.
What? Bro, the amount of hoops I gotta jump through to get a magazine in California, they're just handing them out. My man is legit throwing out California felonies casually. Come on, man.
Give me one.
You got it. I see you. Oh, that would hurt if you don't catch that.
We're at the NRA convention. I think the mayor asked this not to happen. The governor pulled out, but it's still going down.
An RPG
Love seeing that.
is the ultimate Vegas poker experience. It seems like a great idea at the time. It's really, really expensive, and it's over way too fast. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade, so anything that launches that, they either call an RPG for short or a rocket launcher.
I don't have whatever. Can you own one of these anywhere? I'm fine with I don't know, going to an event where you can do this. I don't think you can even own these. No,
the past couple
exactly.
months, Airtronic did sell off about 30 of our older models through Gunbroker. So there's a lot of these in civilian hands now, and people are enjoying them. Remember, American made.
This is a MR 762A1. I don't know anything about guns, so
you could tell he doesn't when he picked it up and immediately went for the trigger. One thing I love is when somebody knows about guns who's also shitting on these gun nuts. I feel like that's more powerful, right? Because I own so many guns and I look at them and I go, we should probably stop that. I mean, I probably own. I'm not gonna say I own more than a car's worth in terms of price of guns, and I go, yeah, no, you know, we should not do that.
Sure, this is a gun.
I used to really like guns, but I'm telling you, in the past probably 6 months, I'm like,
I'm a big NRA proponent. I'm a life member. And the timing sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This doesn't have anything. There's no connection between this and what happened in Uvalde. There just isn't.
What do you think that we can do to stop mass shootings like that?
I think it goes back to the basic family. I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, we used to take our shotguns to high school to show our coaches if we got a new shotgun. Then we'd go bird hunting after school. There was never a school shooting when I was in high school. What's different from then to now? What's changed?
What do you think changed?
It's the family. Look how many single parent families there are. Just go to Chicago. Look at the amount of crime crime in Chicago. I mean, they have 40, 50 gun shootings a week.
Look at, I think really look at black people is really what we need to be doing here. I think the real issue here, I have chills. I have chills.
I guess the difference would be that, like, in Chicago, a lot of that violence is gang-related. We're talking about kind of lone wolf shooters walking into an elementary school with an AR-15.
It's troubled kids. I'm not a big gamer, but, I mean, I've seen a lot of video games, and there's a lot of them that just shoot 'em up, blow 'em up,
Isn't that like a million times disproven already? Come on, dude. Bro, what sucks is Elden Ring really fucked me up. I have just been looking at my firearms since Elden Ring. Somebody has to pay, dude. Okay? Radon or whatever, he fucked me up, Being maidenless got me thinking. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous.
It doesn't look real.
Yeah. So how do you think we can rebuild the American family?
That's got to be done at the street level. Single parents are running 30-40% of the households. It takes two people to raise a kid.
Why does anybody need to have an AR-15?
Guns have been around here since the beginning of America. So,
but back in the day, it was like muskets and stuff.
It doesn't matter. Nowhere in the Constitution does say.
You have to stop this right now. You have to go across the street, please.
What do you think about like increased background checks?
I think the background checks is adequate now.
Hey, right there, exit, please, across the street.
What do you think could have been
Bro,
done?
she is not playing around.
A few days ago.
We could have.
My guy, you went to Michael's, okay? Did you pick up the smallest stick and smallest poster you could? This is such a pathetic sign. I'm sorry. It is so laughably... It's like if they cut to him during the protest, he'd be talking, not yelling. NRA, terrorists go home. Pause counter 12.
Banned assault weapons 20 years ago.
The murder at Uvalde, Texas.
What's it at now, dipshit? Where's the counter now, you fucking Fruit Loop? Suck my fucking dick. You want to watch videos alone? They got YouTube, okay?
We'll tell everyone that we need to have gun under control. We don't take guns away from people, but we have to have a proper background checks. That is the only way we can avoid these kind of murders of children. You cannot say, well, we hire police or these are mental people. Abbott, he said that there's some mental problems with the United States.
Anybody who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
That was not appropriate, chat.
What about the rest of the world? Do they have mental problems too? No, they don't.
Well, to be fair, the rest of the world doesn't have guns accessible like we do.
So that's why we
That's the
here.
problem,
It's
right?
better that the government knows that people do have ARs. Governments have killed 260 million people in the 20th century. Stalin, Mao, whatever. People say, oh, that'll never happen here. We all live in a bubble. We are the most privileged country on earth. From the homeless guys here to fucking Bill Gates. Ha, crap, where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay, you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him.
Wait, you're the guy who caught...
Oh, shit. What is this crossover, dude?
EDP. Yeah. So how do you think that we can prevent mass shootings like the one that occurred a couple days ago?
The reality is, there's Salvador Ramos is out there. The reality is, there's Peyton, whatever the hell his name was, Adam Lanzas, yada yada. People will be uncomfortable if there's teachers armed in schools.
Yeah, we need more guns around the schools. We protect our president with guns. We protect our congressmen with guns. We protect our governors with guns, our celebrities, sporting events, jewelry stores,
You
banks.
suck.
And then we protect our children with a sign that says, this is a gun-free zone.
I see that you have Rosa Parks here. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I met Rosa Parks. She's anti-abortion. She's a good friend of MLK. He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
I see that you have 2 Mike Lindell My Pillows attached to your belt loops.
Well, hold
either
on. Let
side.
him land. Well, let's hear what he has to say.
Mike's a friend of mine. I've only met him once in person, but he knows what I've been doing for him.
He sounds like a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, and this is a little bit more firm. And they're the best pillows I've ever had.
How does this person exist? How does this person
I prefer the
exist?
softer one, the medium fill. The
Oh,
standard's
no.
a little tough on my neck.
Did you enjoy his pillows prior to his endorsement of Donald Trump?
Well, they've been around for a long time. I couldn't afford them. He cut the price in half now. Here's a tip. Don't order them through the mail.
Oh, okay.
They come wrapped up with no box.
We
Go
don't
to
like that.
Walmart, get them in a box. The box is going to be worth more than the pillow.
Why?
Because it's classic. I'm getting ready to go over to the communists that are packing guns.
Do you think it's smart to engage with them?
I screamed profanity at them and it made them angry. They can't tolerate freedom of speech.
I thought he said
but
ice
they
cream.
expect me to tolerate them.
I know where my
threatening
brain's
me.
at.
What is your
Dinner.
favorite piece of profanity to hurl at an Antifa BLM soldier?
Fat baby butcher bitches. Fat baby butcher bitches.
I did not expect that to be fat.
You're going to go do it again?
Yeah, I'm going to go do it again
All
right
right,
now.
well, I'll see you over there, man. Don't let those
Good
Antifa
save,
communist
brother.
bastards take your pillows away. Godspeed, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
I had 150 of them screaming in my face on the 14th of this month. I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck. You don't know shit.
You don't either. Look
You're
at
a
you,
dumbass,
goofy.
and you're
You
proud of
fucking
your
inbred fuck.
stupidity.
You fucking fascist piece of shit.
This is the best meeting of the minds right here. Both of these people are fucking idiots, and they're just going at it. Who stole his sign? Don't do that! Oh! 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 Look at him go. He's running with his pillow boxes. No! Oh my God, pick it up. It's going to be more valuable.
Do you think there's any type of common ground that could be reached?
Yeah, there's a little gift.
Did this guy have a like a thermos strapped to his
I
waist?
think they could change some of the requirements to own an AR. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have the same type of weapons. So they
Yeah, he
could
did.
change the law and make it 21.
Do you think that kid should have been able to buy an AR?
I don't know. Somebody worked on the kid's brain. They worked on that one in Buffalo also. He drove 300 miles to shoot black people at a store. He probably could have drove a few miles within the city he was already in.
I guess the main difference is like the dude in Buffalo was motivated by like racial hatred, whereas it seems like the guy.
It was only racial hatred because the guy was white.
I think he had the N-word written on the gun, and he published like a big manifesto of talking about.
Abortions, you motherfuckers had. Well, that's what they're telling us.
Fuck
you. I don't know the facts because I hadn't seen them.
We are done with your bullshit.
Why would this
Dude.
kid? put a
Aquaman
manifesto
falling off
together?
hard, dude.
Chuck
Holy shit.
Schumer didn't want us to pass laws to protect schools. He doesn't want cops in schools. He doesn't want to harden the target. He wants your kids to be killed. That's why the Democrats advocate for murdering children in the womb. They don't care about life. The NRA has a fucking thing to do with it. You idiot. When did the NRA kill somebody? You're an idiot. I know who you are. Dude, what the heck? I want to talk to you. Yes.
Oh yeah, cool. So how do you feel about what's going on right now with them over there?
I don't not like them. They're human beings. I love everybody. Okay, they have souls.
You're an idiot.
But it's just sad because they're confused.
Is this a
The problem
different
isn't
guy?
The guns. The problem is a people problem. Okay. Ever since 1973, we legalized abortion. I think that was a real downfall in American society because we've murdered millions of children. Why is it okay to murder children in the womb, but not okay to murder kids?
Oh my God, dude, this is so like if I can't even imagine how much hope in humanity you must lose as a parent who lost a kid in this, right? You lose your kid and then you have this fucking idiot screaming about abortions as if they're even comparable. I feel like you would just go fucking crazy hearing people like this, dude. I feel like I would lose my mind hearing people scream about abortions after my kid got shot in school. Like, what an like, why are you bringing this up at all?
Kids in school. I know this isn't your usual thing. You usually just let people talk, but I want to listen to what you think.
Well, I'm curious if you think there's any common ground that can be found between.
See, that's a very complicated thing to talk about, and I think there is room for that. Okay, I think we can have mental health evaluations, and I think what was it, Dad?
Go back 20 seconds. What? Tell me what I'm looking for. Yeah, great deflection, Andrew. Yeah, I caught that too. That was slick. What? Just listen?
Why is it okay to murder children in the womb, but not okay to murder kids in school? I know this isn't your usual thing. You usually just let.
Oh, you're talking about that? You're talking about that? I mean, yeah, it's fucking, it's mind melting.
People talk, but I want to listen to what you think.
Well, I'm curious if you think there's any common ground that can be found between.
See, that's a very complicated thing to talk about, and I think there is room for that, okay? I think we can have mental health evaluations, and I think, what was it, Dad? What was the statistics like for the adult population?
It's about 25% of the adult population in America is suffering.
About what I expected for Dad.
Yeah. I think people in general should be evaluated and should have help. Whenever you go into a gun store, you have to fill out a paperwork called a 4473 and say, hey, they're going to run a background check. This 4473, this document, it's a document to look at your background, okay? It's not going to know the heart of man. We need to better keep up with the health of our people because we're suffering people, okay? We have more access to hardcore porn on the internet, whittling down the psyche of humans and literally making us just sick people. You can't legislate morality, and you can't tell what you are really going to do. But at the end of the day, we live in a free society, and we have these rights and privileges, and that's what happens. You know, they don't have school shootings in China because you can't own firearms in China.
Do you know that the most popular porn...
My guy. Why did he look at the camera like, watch this, like, fucking, I got this guy. Watch this.
Porn category in America right now is incest.
I had no idea, no.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, ew. Dude, it's so gross. It's gross too because it's always like step, right? Like, just delete that word. Like, you don't even have to, like, just take the word step out.
Insane.
Why is that the case?
Tonight.
Why? Because incest porn is fucking hot, dude. I indulge in incest pornography and I have a 0 kill death ratio, dude. I indulge in crazy chicks with dick incest porn, and I have never once even. I am a no school Andy, you know. I'm a gentle giant who ejacks right into the carpet like an adult. Clean myself up. Okay, it's that easy.
Leggings, shapewear, and handbags came down the runway. But this is no ordinary fashion show.
Discreetly designed so no one can tell that you have a weapon.
The concealed carry fashion show targets what the NRA calls its fastest growing demographic, women.
Oh. Bro, I don't think she's having any hard time concealing a weapon. Bitch could have pulled out a full-blown tank, and I don't think I would have saw it coming. Does that mean? I'm sorry. Whoa! Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. No, stop. If that kid has a gun, I'm done. I don't feel like that's a good spot for a weapon. My man had to unbutton and unzip. I don't think that's an effective place to carry your little pistol. That is the most bizarre. Why was the baby there? That was all bad. It's pointed right at his dick. That's another thing too. There's so many videos like that of like a misfire or like a negligent whatever discharge. I would be actually terrified to keep a gun pointed at my dick, right? Like, I've never carried a gun like as far like outside my home ever. I've never. I mean, in California, and maybe I'm ignorant to this to people who carry guns everywhere, but it does. I feel as someone who's never carried, I'd be paranoid about it. I am ignorant on this, so I'm just saying. Oh, this is sad.
All right, we just arrived in Uvalde, Texas.
Oh, Jesus.
Which, as most people know, is the site of the most recent mass shooting that took place around a week ago, where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary School. This is the Wendy's where the shooter worked. Apparently he used to work the graveyard shift at the drive-through window until about 2.5 weeks ago. He quit abruptly once he had saved up about $4,000, which was enough to buy 2 assault rifles, ammunition, and a bulletproof vest.
This is the store where the school shooter picked up the guns and ammunition that he used in the shooting. He actually ordered the guns online, but this was like a transfer store where they shipped it here and then he picked it up. This is where the shooter
FFL.
drove his pickup truck through a guardrail and crashed out, like right here. Got out of the car, went over to the funeral home here, shot at a few people, but then didn't hit anybody. Then he walked over into this building, and that was the...
What the fuck? I didn't know any of that. He drove into a ditch, went to a funeral home and failed, and then went to a school? Holy how is he running around for this long? What the fuck? I didn't know any of that. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Yeah, it's where he shot his grandma. Oh, I assumed he, or was that at his house or something? How do you mess that up at a funeral home? I know, right? That's like the morbid thing my brain does as well. I'm like, how do you, like, how, like, bro, you are such a loser. You could, like, that's such a, I can't even, whatever. The police fucked it all up. That's what I've been hearing.
You go to sleep seeing their faces. You wake up seeing their faces. What can we tell them? We don't want to scare them. And the other poor little innocents that didn't make it. You know, their parents were going crazy looking for them. I'm sure they're in a lot of pain.
And my husband was here getting the mail when he heard gunshots, but he's having a hard time because he just wished he could have done something to prevent it. Our community will never be the same.
Si decimos que no hemos pecado, le hacemos a él mentiroso y su palabra no está en nosotros. Amen. 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 Amen.
Oh, dude, it's like unthinkable.
Loved Guns N' Roses. She loved that song, Sweet Child of Mine.
She's a beautiful little girl. I liked her song. That was her favorite song. She loved Guns N' Roses, and she would
Hundreds of thousands of people.
she would dance around her room singing "Sweet Child of Mine."
I love this country, and I'm so grateful for everything it's given me and all the opportunity that I recognize I wouldn't have if I was somewhere else. That's not lost on me. And at the same time, this should encourage us to want to be better, and we're not.
I think AR should be banned.
Captain America's ass? What is he saying?
Fuck yes. There's absolutely no reason for that.
Mind you, I have a pistol, but I don't think that a semi-automatic weapon is necessary in our country. I just don't see the need.
So, like, here I have a question for you, chat. With at the risk of losing you, I really don't care. The question I have for you is, see, as someone who likes guns a lot, and as someone who has recently leaned much more heavily to the side of guns should be way harder to get, I really believe genuinely that guns should be harder to get. Certain guns shouldn't be allowed, right? That's my opinion, right? But where their side loses me is when I hear these words. Why would you need a semi-automatic rifle? I hear that and I go, well, you don't need, there's a lot of things in my life I don't need, right? I don't need my fucking giant katana upstairs. I don't need my car that is so fucking fast. If I press the gas slightly, I'm breaking the law. I'm literally breaking the law on my Tesla comfortably, right? And the response to that is, well, yeah, but that won't kill people. I understand that totally. But here's where I get lost. I don't agree with the argument of, well, we don't need it. Why does anybody need that? Well, yeah, I don't need a lot of fucking things. I'm obese, dude. I don't need the food I eat, right? I don't need any of that. Here's my question, right? I feel like we're on the same team, but I feel like you lose gun people when you say stuff like that. Because I agree, that kid shouldn't have had guns. I think guns should be way harder to get. I think complete reform. I don't know what that means because I'm retarded, right? Guns should be way harder to get. Don't know how because I'm retarded. Let someone smarter figure that out. I think that 18-year-olds should not be able to get guns because 18-year-olds are retarded. I don't know when is the age. I have no clue. I have no idea. I don't think certain guns should be able to be purchased, right? Again, but like a semi-automatic gun saying, why would anybody need to own a semi-automatic gun? Because almost that eliminates almost every pistol. That eliminates almost every rifle.
That's true.
I feel like it's not, like, I just don't agree with that personally. But I don't know. That's my opinion on it. And at the risk of people in chat calling me an idiot or whatever, fine. Spam bad take. Blow me. This is my opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion. The main purpose of a gun is killing. That's what they were created for. Okay, so my guns are not for killing, though. That's the thing. I don't think that's... I don't know if that's necessarily the case. There's plenty... Like, my friend, I won't say who, he has a gun. It's a shotgun. Holds one shell at a time, and it's used for sport, right? That's not a killing machine. It's not. And there are some guns that are. You're totally right. There are. There are some guns that are absolute killing machines, and it's terrifying, and they should be very hard to get. See, here's where we're getting into this, like, well, what's the purpose of guns? And I'm not here to argue that, right? I'm not here to argue that. I get the argument that I'm on their team. I just feel like the weakest argument to put forward to try to win people over is, why do you need this? I do a lot of things that are unsafe that I don't need, right? I just think it should be very hard or impossible to get, and it shouldn't be for children. And I consider an 18-year-old a child. Have you ever talked to an 18-year-old? Have you ever talked to a 19-year-old? Have you ever talked to a 20-year-old? Have you ever talked to a 21-year-old? Have you ever talked to a 22-year-old? The list goes on as you get older, right? It's a blanket statement. Listen, I get I'm pissing some of you off because you can't have a discussion, and that's also part of the issue here. Everything triggers you if it's disagreeing with you because you're on Twitch, but that's how I feel about it. It is what it is. Okay, I'm not a genius. I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a politician. I'm a guy. Okay, that's my guy opinion. I love guns. They should be harder to get. It's ridiculous. 18-year-olds who have mental issues should not be getting guns and going to schools. Guns should be harder to get. I own a lot of guns. I probably own more guns value-wise than you do. People shouldn't have guns that easily. It's crazy. Raise the age. Make it harder. I don't know what it is. I don't think it needs to be a need thing. 30 should be the legal age. Let smarter people figure that out. Let scientists and doctors and let everybody else. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm stupid. I'm a layman. I don't fucking know. I don't have the answers, guys. You're an idiot. That's bait. I recognize bait when I see it, Gio. That you used the wrong your. That's bait. You knew I was gonna come for you. That's bait. I'm not stupid. Tubbo, thank you for the 100.
You suck.
I'm gonna buy some 5.56 with that. Oh my god, I was in Florida and I was talking to somebody, I'm not gonna say who owns guns, and I was like, oh, I'm in California, you know, it's hard to get guns out there, and he goes, oh, in California you need a background check and a license to have a pair of balls. And I heard that and I was like, man, like y'all suck. Like, what do you, like, you're like, he's not wrong, but like, isn't that the problem? I feel like, I will say though, California has gun laws that don't prevent this kind of stuff. California has gun laws that make, like, I have to have a fin on my grip. Ooh, like, what is that gonna do? If you have any sort of hand strength, you can still grip that gun so easily. It is the dumbest, it is so dumb. Taking away features of the gun, it doesn't stop getting the gun into the wrong hands. You need to make guns harder to get, not look less cool. It's so, I could show you my scar right now and people would make fun of the fin, right? But I have the scar. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. California, you have autism. The state of California has actual autism, okay? A vertical foregrip is not going to make or break the difference. Me being able to legally own a scar is what makes the difference. you know, then fucking move. I don't want to move in it. I'm sorry, y'all. Where my Texas boys at? Put your hands up. Your state's looking dummy stupid right now. Your state's looking terrifying to live in. I'm so good. Bro, they handing out guns like lollipops there. You guys can have fun. I'll live in California, okay? We'll have our weed, we'll have our alcohol deliveries, and we'll vibe. Thank you very much. All right, let's wrap this video. We got 2 minutes.
The bodies of the children were shredded as a result of that. What do we need that for? I don't understand it.
They say that like having those high capacity assault rifles are the final line of defense against a tyrannical government.
That's crazy.
Oh,
yeah, I agree with that's crazy.
I think we're already facing a tyrannical government when we have things like this happen. Well, there's no excuse for this. I don't care what they say. They're wrong.
Unless it happens to one of their own, then they're not going to do anything. You know, and Ted Cruz, he's a sorry person for a position that he holds. I'm sorry, but it is. That's the truth. But we're not supposed to say anything?
I'm going to play it after this. How does anyone take Ted Cruz seriously after that interview where the dude asked him and Ted Cruz just like panicked? Oh, my God.
If he can say what he wants, I can say what I want. They should have rushed in. That's their job. What, almost an hour before they decided?
Actually, it's not their job, which is a problem. I believe that the police, it's been decided in court that they legally do not have to risk your life, which is like, why do they get guns and armor then? What is this for? Why do they have tanks and grenade launchers? Like, excuse me? You don't have to legally save us, but you need fucking full-blown level 4 plates?
To do anything? No, that's unheard of. It really is.
Breaking news in the investigation to the school shooting tonight. Texas DPS is telling us the Uvalde CISD police chief has not been cooperating with investigators. On Friday, DPS Director Steve McGraw said the school district police chief was the incident commander at Robb Elementary School who made the call to wait to take down the gunman.
If they had, they would probably save several of those lives. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
This is fucking bullshit. Like, this is preventable. And
yo, they got snacks, bro!
This is absolutely unacceptable. When we talk about how great this country is,
Cool Ranch,
this is unacceptable.
Unfortunately, like so many things, in a couple more months it'll blow over like this never happened, you know?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think this is going to blow over anytime soon.
Then the audacity of the people that went to the NRA convention in Houston, for them to say that they don't need to make any changes? What's wrong with them?
I agree. Man, I know a lot of gun guys too, and it's starting to. Maybe I just surround myself with good company, but I know a lot of gun guys, and even in the gun guys that I know, it's starting to become like, yeah, we really gotta be doing something, you know. The convention should have been rescheduled. Oh, hundo%, dude, hundo%. We're gonna do a palate cleanser, and then we'll watch the Ted Cruz clip.
It's parents who are never going to get to kiss their child goodnight again.
Is this the moment to reform gun laws?
You know, it's easy to go to politics.
What? What?
But it's important. It's at the heart of the issue.
I get that that's where the media likes to go.
No, it's not. It's where many of the people we've talked to here like to go.
The proposals from Democrats in the media, inevitably, when some violent psychopath murders people.
A violent psychopath who's able to get a weapon so easily. 18-year-old with 2 AR-15s.
If you want to stop violent crime, the proposals the Democrats have, none of them would have stopped this.
But why does this only happen in your country? I really think that's what many people around the world just, they cannot fathom. Why only in America? Why is this American exceptionalism so awful?
You know, I'm sorry you think American exceptionalism is awful.
I think this aspect of it.
You get your political agenda.
No, it's honestly,
God love you.
Senator, it's not. I just want to understand why you do not think that guns...
See, these are the kind of clips that I see, right? I see that and I go, how does anyone disagree? What, like, It was presented to him in plain English. Hey, it was too easy for this kid to get these guns. It was, right? Like, why can't you acknowledge that? Why can't you just say that out loud? Right? You're right, it was too easy. We need to figure that out. No, it was, you don't want to get political. What the Dems are presenting, it's not going to... We're not... It was too easy for this 18-year-old to get these guns, right? Say that. The NRA is in his pocket, that's why. That's pure evil, then. That's evil. That is an evil human being right there, then. That is literally looking in the eyes of an evil human being. Oh, this guy in chat, Shron, S-C-H-R-O-M, just said, watch the new Channel 5 video. Wait, is there a Channel 5 video about guns that's out right now?